the saddest video on Instagram. Like, I think it was this morning. Yeah, I watched it this morning, and it was talking about this guy. He was saying, you know, when you're going through a hard practice or you're going through a tough game, just enjoy those moments because there is going to be an end to it at a certain point in time, and all your friends are going to die, and, you know, your puppy's going to die. And he didn't actually say that, but it was like...
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Rainbow over his head.
I know, but it was one of the saddest videos to watch just because it was all of him like playing baseball the entirety of the time, and he's like, well, no matter how tough that, you know, how tough that practice is or how tough the game was or how like you're losing, just remember that you're playing with your best friends and that you're you know, playing the sport that you love, and like you won't be able to do it at a certain point in time. And I was like, oh my god, that was so fucking sad.
I mean, I get that because honestly,
I get it too. That's true.
I would say the biggest thing that you miss when you're playing sports is the people that you're around. Like your teammates 100%. Are probably the best part, easily. And that's honestly the part I miss the most. Mm-hmm. I don't miss the grind every day.
Yeah,
it is
as you said, like waking up.
So anybody has played, it knows it's grind. Like it is. Let's not sugarcoat it. Like yes, everybody wants to play on Friday. Everybody wants to play on Saturday. Everybody wants to play on Sunday. It's easy to play a 3-game weekend or play during the season when you're wearing the cool shit. Like yes, but nobody wants to be there when it's 20 degrees out and raining, or it's hot and humid in the middle of.
And you have a doubleheader and you're the fucking catcher. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how that goes.
Or you're in the off season and it's just practice. Like nobody wants to do that.
That's true. Yeah, and it's like it's not really even. You don't think it's that important at the time, and it's just Allen
Iverson signed it up. We're talking about practice. Practice.
Listen, we're talking about practice.
Practice.
Not a game.
Not a game. Not a game.
AI said it best.
We're talking about practice, man.
I mean that. The relationships you build with people, like those are still some of my best friends ever.
That's really
like
true.
that is literally the best part. But
that's facts.
I mean, and we've talked about this before. Like most coaches in the grand scheme of things do not care about your well-being after you are done with them.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I would say 100%, just because it.
And I know that sounds really mean to say,
but
it sounds really mean to say, but it's the truth.
But it is the truth. Yeah.
I mean, high school's one thing because a lot of high school coaches are really good because they have good intentions.
True.
But when you get to those big, you get to a big D1, like you mean tell me Nick Saban like genuinely cares about, and I'm not knocking Nick Saban. Nick Saban, hell of a coach.
But I'm the best.
But everybody will get my point when I'm saying this. Like,
if you're at a personal, I think that's the big distinction.
Yeah, it's not a personal thing.
Yeah,
like,
I think that's a huge distinction.
It's their job to win. Exactly. They care about winning.
Yeah,
winning.
That's all they care about. Mm-hmm. They don't care about what you do 15 years down the road, for your retirement plan, or like what stocks you are in, or what's your mental health. Like, how are you feeling? Because for the most part, most people that have played at a higher level are banged up.
Yeah.
I've got 2 torn labrums, a bad back, and I've got a screw in my foot. I'm not, that doesn't make me special. That's just what it is.
It is what it is.
Like, you play sports, you're going to be banged up.
Yeah.
I mean...
Like a bum knee or a bum... Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You're banged up. And, I mean... The best analogy I would like to say when people are like, oh, well, that's crock. Coaches care about their players, and coaches might be saying that. Like, oh, what are you talking about? I care about my player all the time. I'm like, okay, well, if that's the case, how many of your former players have you called?
Ooh.
Like, think about it. How many coaches, and if there are coaches, there's probably coaches that'll do it, and you know what? Like, snaps.
Those are the good coaches.
Those are the good coaches. Those are the ones that care about their players. But
that's
how many players do you think one coach has called just to check in and see how they're doing?
True.
Just say like, hey, dude, how's it going?
Yeah.
Even though doesn't matter.
Tough to do, but yeah.
Well, yeah, of course it's hard. But I mean, you could make that. You could say that for anybody.
Yeah,
like,
that's true. Yeah.
Oh well, I'm busy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Busy's that's a cop out. I'm sorry. That's such a cop out. Busy. The best
Especially
statement
just
I saw.
Like text. Like you just text somebody.
Seriously, how hard is it to send a text? Hey, checking in. Hope you're doing well, coach. And I'm not saying it has to be just coach. That's literally anybody for that matter. Like,
that's true.
Anybody can reach out to anybody. Like, it's not that hard. But yeah, like, I always go back to that. It's like, oh, well, coach cares about me. Well, yeah, when you're there.
And when you're playing well.
If you're on scholarship, of course coach cares about how you're playing.
Okay, yeah, that's really
Yeah,
good
you got a
point,
scholarship? Yeah, he cares what you're doing.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, but realistically, when you are done playing, how many of them actually will care?
And like try and reach out.
Try and reach out or show some sort of genuine interest.
Yeah, that's very true.
And that's something that, and that's kind of one of the reasons why, like, I had that idea of, when I brought this to you, like, hey, let's start this idea because, you're the only person that can take care of yourself. True. I mean,
100%.
I mean, your friends, your family are going to be there for you, but in the end, like,
that's just support, though. That you need to be able to provide for yourself.
Only you can change you.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big thing that, at least,
we're trying to instill.
Yeah,
because sports is the complete opposite. It's always about
the team,
or the recruiters, or the coach, or the whoever the is there.
Yeah, it's all about the team. It's all about winning.
Exactly.
But in the end, like, you're not looking at you, the person. It's just the team. Then it's like, okay, well, you're out of the team setting. Then okay, now what? Like, you can rely on your teammates to help you.
And for anyone that's been in a workforce before, know that most people fucking suck when you're trying.
Or they don't really.
They don't care at all.
They don't care about you.
They're not passionate about it like everyone that was playing the sport with you. They don't want to be there. They want to go home and watch Netflix and stuff. So I mean, it's a hell of a lot different of a setting.
Yeah, you're so used to being around really
motivated
people, driven people every single day, and then you get to I'll just basically call it the real world.
True.
And there are still really motivated, determined people out there. Those are the ones that are kicking ass still. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to kick ass till the day they die. But
they're probably not.
Majority of people are not.
Yeah, they're probably
that is the biggest misnomer. Most people are not.
That's very true.
I mean, and I think that's the big thing. It's like, okay, if you're done playing, or even if you still are playing, it's like, I mean, you're trying to figure out, okay, what do I want to do? Like, I think the best example is like people that get out, male or female student athletes that get out from playing. They're like, okay, well, now what?
Yeah. No, I mean, I know I had that. Well, mine was a lesser degree than yours was, but like when I got out of high school, it was my situation was a lot different though, because I was very burnt out from just playing baseball.
And I think that's a lot. I mean, I
think a lot more people than people realize that happens.
Yeah.
But for me, it was all just I was just burnt out on playing baseball every day for fucking.
Ever?
Yeah, it's 16 years from 2 years old to 18 years old, and just being done with it, just done with being behind the plate and competing against other, your own teammates to like try and make yourself look better in front of the coach or something like that, and just be your own human being. That's what I was searching for more than anything, and and I know it's kind of ironic that when I went to college, I joined a fraternity, but that was for more.
But it's still a team environment.
But that was, the stuff you tell grandma is like, well, I joined it for camaraderie and stuff like that. But let's be honest, like I definitely joined it because I saw a bunch of lads. And I was just good noodle Magoo and didn't do anything.
From good noodle Magoo to Ripper Magoo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bob Menery. The man, the myth, the legend.
And that was why.
Yeah, that guy, I would love to interview that guy.
That guy, that's definitely going to be a good interview.
Mr. Ripper Magoo himself. That'd be a hell of an interview.
But that for me, that was why I joined a fraternity and the camaraderie behind it. And that's what like the brotherhood and all that stuff was for. But at the same time, it was also to do something I wanted to do for me.
Sure.
That was the first thing I actually did for myself because no one wanted me, and no one in my family wanted me to join a fraternity. That's for sure. So that was the first thing I actually did for myself, and it was a decision that I made on my own that was like, all right, you know what? People might not like it, but this is for me, and like I'm gonna just go all out on it, and it's gonna be a good time. That was So it was, and I was super thankful that I was because. Just seeing you and Vicky, our cousin, go subscribe to Athletes Uncensored. That's her channel. She's really good at interviewing people.
Vicky D.
She's dope. Watching you guys go to college was just so disheartening because it wasn't going from, a kind of a okay setting to a better setting. It was going.
You're a Debbie Downer.
Well, I'm sorry. I know, but it's real. It's realistic though. I saw you guys and I was like, holy. I want to enjoy myself because it doesn't get easier. It doesn't get easier.
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but you're doing it for a purpose.
That's true. That's true. And
you don't need to be such a Debbie Downer about it.
That's true. And that's actually a really good point though, because
you're playing for passion.
You had the passion for it, and I didn't have that passion for it. So if I were to do it, it would be way different for a reason.
And I think, you know, you take that and then you kind of, you know, apply that to what, you know, what we talk about a lot. Like the facts are that 98% of student athletes do not go professional. They don't play pro sports.
Yeah.
And that's not me. That's like actual, like, that's the NCAA's numbers. Not my numbers.
Yeah, those are the guys that are supporting them too.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same organization that preaches, oh, we care about the student.
We love these guys, but
the student isn't the
most of them
athlete.
Gonna go fuck themselves.
No,
yeah.
no. They're the ones reporting this data, and I think, you know, I think I got it right here. Less than 2% of these players go pro. Leaving 98% to undergo some serious life reevaluation. That's an understatement.
Yeah, seriously. That's why
I mean,
we're here, baby.
I think it's like something ridiculous. Like I think the odds of somebody going pro or playing professional sports, and I think it's just they say pro football, but I forget if it's generally speaking. But I think you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning than playing professional sports.
That sucks.
And I think when you looked at it, it was just one of the numbers I saw was something along those lines where, you know, less chance of getting struck by lightning, and this was saying just getting drafted into the national, not even having a good not even having like a 5+ year career in the National Football League, like just getting drafted into the National Football League, you had a better chance to get struck by lightning.
That's rough.
So it's like you put that, I mean, and that sucks to say.
It does.
It really does suck because
but you need to say it to yourself.
You have to know that. I mean,
it's
gonna be there.
I think it's in the back of every athlete's mind, though.
It's like you don't want to talk about it, but you have to know that it's there because. And I think that's, you know, and I wish I had known that, because I think that's the big thing that, you know, when you hit that stopping point and you go, well, now what?
Yeah.
But it's because I think you're not preparing for. I wouldn't even say the next step. Like, that's such a stupid word. Like you're just taking that athleticism and you're just putting it somewhere else. Like it's not like it's, you know, a period at the end of the sentence. It's just a new paragraph. You know, like that's what I would like to say. Like it's what? It's some. No, but seriously,
I know exactly what you're saying.
Like,
it was a little funny.
Well, whatever. It's cliche. Whatever you want to call it. But seriously though, like it's not. I think when you know that and like ahead of time, like, you don't have this dark cloud just looming over here. Like, okay, I have to have this shooting percentage for this game. I have to go 2 for 3, or I have to get 2 hits this game, or like I have to do this because I have to get to this next level.
True.
Like, if you just, I think it takes a lot of the stress out of it too. The anxiety of like you have to perform or you won't get to the next level. It's like, if it happens, cool.
Yeah. That's
and
really
I don't know.
true.
Maybe that's just me saying that, and I'd be interested to hear what other people would say.
Yeah, because like, a lot of people see it as an escape a lot of the time, and that could be a huge reason why they're like pushing so hard. It's like, this is like my ticket out of like. We could have an outro too if you want. We could just be like, "Thank you for watching, guys."
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah. Let's do it.
I mean, or we could just.
Do we just keep it going or not?
Yeah, we could just keep it going. Do like 3, 2, 1 kind of deal.
Or do you want to just do a different take?
Bitches.